I now want to talk about scripting your videos. Scripting your videos will make them sound as professional as possible. It's very rare that a person can just get and speak impromptu on camera, just off the top of their head, and have a really great recording. Especially if you're trying to show somebody a process, or there's something that you're very intentional about what you want to say, we want you to script it. Now you can see that in this course, I'm not scripting everything. In fact, I'm not scripting anything except maybe the sales video to this course. Instead, I'm just speaking off of bullets. And so at a minimum, I want you to outline what it is that you want to talk about in your videos. Scripting is ideal, but outline at a minimum. And that's what I've done here. Is I have an outline that I've created, and I'm just talking through each of these as I go through each video. Now, when you script, I have a few recommendations for you. The first is that it has to sound natural. A lot of times, myself included, I'll sit down and I'll try and type up something that I think sounds very proper and very professional, and use larger words that are completely unnecessary and will rival that of even the most experienced writer. Right? Nobody talks like that. That's not how I talk. So make sure whatever it is that you're saying is what you would say, right? Make it conversational. This course is conversational. I'm talking to you as if a friend. I'm not talking to you like, I am the mighty Camtasia master and you will humble yourself and listen to everything I say. No, not at all. You are my friend and I want to talk to you that way. And you're going to listen to me and receive what I have to say based on what you hear. If I sound too professional or polished and I'm using these big words, then I'm not relating to you. So when you're scripting, type it up and then read it out loud and listen to that and be like, is that what I sound like? Is that what I would say? And if it's not, scrap it, change it so that it sounds conversational. So that's number one. Number two, as you're reading, try not to make it sound like you're reading. When each word is spoken and it can seem like it's being read, then people get tuned out because it's like robotic, right? You don't want that either. It needs to be conversational. So as you're reading your script, and I'm looking down here because I have my bullets, I don't have a script, but as you're reading it, read it and make it sound natural. And it usually takes 2, 3, 4, 5 times before maybe it sounds natural to you. So some people will read and then they'll reread and reread, right? They'll go through several times and maybe even record that same thing multiple times in order for it to sound the most natural, and they'll take the best of those recordings to put into their video. Next, if you're using something like paper, I would recommend that you're not trying to use the paper and flip pages like this, right? It's difficult for you to hear what I'm saying because I'm in the process of moving papers around. So if you do use paper, please do your best to just hold it. When you do hold it, one of the things I recommend is for you to stand up and speak it. And if I was speaking, I would go out like this and I would speak. I would read these things and say it to you standing up. Why stand up? Because we speak better, we enunciate, we project our voices better when we're standing. So think about it, speak clearly. Like I said, hold that script up in front of you if you want to. Now, if you're doing it, if you're not using paper, you're doing it electronically, Camtasia has a place we'll get to very soon where you can read the script right from within Camtasia. Now, one other thing that I want to mention to you is be mindful of using a script and using video like I'm doing here. So if you're looking at me and you're watching me on video and I'm on a camera, I have a certain amount of energy, but it's possible for me to go and say, hey guys, check this out. And then what I'll do is I'll go up to the File menu, and from File, we'll click on, and you see how like the motion, the flow of that, it felt like it came to a screeching halt. Like Ron's moving, yeah, I get it, I'm into it, I understand. And then he gets quiet and slows things down. And you're like, whoa, who put on the brakes? What just happened here? So be mindful of the energy you're using if you're doing camera and screencast, and try and carry that through. If you're speaking to camera, even when you're using your laptop or you're going to your computer, speak as if you're still speaking to the camera, as if your audience is somewhere further out and not just right here, because then you're going to be too quiet. All right, so those are my tips for you if using a script. Now, I also have used a teleprompter, and this is just a homemade teleprompter. Not even sure why I'm showing you this, but what you'll do is you'll set up a teleprompter like this. It has teleprompter glass. You'll reflect an image down below. It reflects. You put the camera up behind. This is really cumbersome. I probably shouldn't have brought this in the video. Oh well, live and learn. And for do-it-yourself, I just followed a do-it-yourself course to figure out how to put that all together. I went and found the glass I wanted to use and got the right angle and everything I needed to do to put that together. So that has helped me create courses faster when I can just look through the glass, look into the camera, see what I need to say, and just have those bullet points. Again, not reading. I don't like to read off of a teleprompter. That doesn't sound very natural. But if you wanted to, go ahead and use a teleprompter. Use that conversational language. Just use bullets as a recommendation so it can sound as natural as possible. And all of those things will help you have your best presentation, your best audio, your best speaking whenever you're creating your videos.